Today, you will learn real English for asking help at a hardware store. You will hear 6 important words used in a natural story. Stay with us. This is going to be very useful. Our story is about a man named Daniel. Daniel moved into a new apartment 3 weeks ago. The apartment is nice, but there are a few small problems. One shelf in the kitchen is broken. One bathroom cabinet has fallen off the wall. Daniel needs to fix both of these things. Daniel is not very experienced with home repairs. He has never used many tools before, but he is willing to try. On Saturday morning, Daniel drives to a hardware store near his apartment. A hardware store is a shop that sells tools, materials, and supplies for building and fixing things at home. Daniel parks his car and walks inside. The store is large. There are many rows of shelves with hundreds of products. Daniel looks around and feels a little confused. Near the entrance, he sees a store employee. The employee is wearing an orange vest and smiling. Daniel walks over to her. "Excuse me," Daniel says. "I need some help. I am looking for tools to fix a shelf and a cabinet." The employee nods. "Of course. My name is Sarah. I can help you with that." Sarah asks Daniel a few questions. "What kind of wall do you have? Is it a concrete wall or a dry wall?" Daniel thinks for a moment. "I am not sure. I think it is concrete." "Okay," says Sarah. "Then you will need a drill." A drill is a power tool that makes holes in walls or other hard surfaces. It is one of the most common tools used for home repairs. "A drill makes the holes in the wall," Sarah explains. "Then you put screws into the holes to hold the shelf or cabinet in place." Daniel nods slowly. "I understand. I have never used a drill before, though." Sarah smiles warmly. "That is okay. Many people use a drill for the first time in a store like this. We can help you choose the right one." Daniel feels a little more relaxed now. Sarah says, "Before we go to the drill section, I need to ask you one more thing." Daniel says, "Sure, go ahead." Sarah asks, "Did you bring the measurements of the shelf?" A measurement is the size or length of something expressed in numbers. For example, you might say a shelf is 50 centimeters long and 30 centimeters wide. That is a measurement. Daniel looks in his pocket. "Yes, I wrote them down this morning." He shows Sarah a small piece of paper. The shelf is 60 centimeters long. The cabinet is 40 centimeters wide. "Perfect," says Sarah. "Good job writing them down. That will help us choose the right screws and brackets." Daniel feels proud. He did at least one thing right. Sarah leads Daniel deeper into the store. "Follow me," she says. "The drills are in aisle 7. An aisle is a long passage between rows of shelves in a shop or store. They walk past aisle 3, 4, 5, and 6. Daniel looks at all the products on the shelves. There are pipes, paint, nails, hinges, and many other things he does not recognize. They reach aisle 7. Daniel looks up and sees a sign that reads, "Power Tools." There is a whole wall of different drills. Some are small and simple. Others look very professional. Daniel's eyes go wide. "There are so many," he says. "I do not know which one to choose." Sarah laughs softly. "That is why I am here. Do you want my recommendation?" A recommendation is a suggestion from someone who knows more than you. When a person recommends something, they are saying, "I think this is a good choice for you." It is very helpful to ask for a recommendation in a store. "Yes, please," says Daniel. "I would love a recommendation." Sarah points to a drill in the middle of the wall. "This one is very good for beginners. It is not too heavy. It is easy to use. And it is not too expensive. Daniel picks up the drill. It feels comfortable in his hand. Does it come with drill bits? He asks. Drill bits are the small metal pieces that you attach to the drill to make holes. Yes, says Sarah. This model includes a set of 10 drill bits. That should be enough for your project. Daniel looks at the price tag. That seems reasonable, he says. Before you decide, says Sarah, let me tell you about the warranty. A warranty is a written promise from the maker of a product. It says the company will repair or replace the product if something goes wrong within a certain time. This drill has a 2-year warranty, Sarah explains. So if it stops working in the next 2 years, you can bring it back. The company will fix it or give you a new one. No extra cost. Daniel is very happy to hear this. A 2-year warranty is great, he says, especially because I am a beginner. I want to know I am protected if I make a mistake. Sarah agrees. Daniel puts the drill in his shopping basket. What else do I need? He asks. Sarah thinks for a moment. You will need wall plugs, screws, and maybe a spirit level. Daniel does not know what a spirit level is. What is a spirit level? He asks. It is a small tool that shows you if something is straight, Sarah explains. You do not want your shelf to be crooked. Daniel laughs. You are right. A crooked shelf would look very bad. They walk to another aisle to find the screws and wall plugs. Sarah helps Daniel choose the right size for a concrete wall. These wall plugs are for concrete, says Sarah. She holds up a small plastic piece. You put this in the hole first. Then you put the screw through it. The plug helps the screw stay tight in the wall. Daniel listens carefully. He is learning a lot today. I did not know any of this before, he says. Sarah smiles. That is why we are here. Every expert was once a beginner. They also pick up a small spirit level and some brackets for the cabinet. A bracket is a piece of metal shaped like a letter L. It supports shelves and helps hold things to the wall. Daniel's basket is now full. He looks at everything he has chosen: a drill, drill bits, wall plugs, screws, brackets, and a spirit level. He feels ready. Do you have any questions before you go to the checkout? Sarah asks. Daniel thinks. Yes, one more thing. Can you tell me about the installation? I am worried about making a mistake. Installation means the process of putting something in its place and making it ready to use. For example, fixing a shelf to a wall is a type of installation. It involves steps you must follow in the right order. The installation is not too difficult, says Sarah, but you must follow the steps carefully. She finds a small instruction card near the brackets and hands it to Daniel. Sarah explains the main steps. First, mark the wall with a pencil where you want the shelf. Second, use the spirit level to check it is straight. Third, drill the holes. Fourth, put in the wall plugs. Fifth, attach the brackets with screws. Daniel listens and repeats the steps quietly. Mark, check, drill, plug, screw. Sarah nods. Exactly. And always wear safety glasses when you use the drill. Pieces of concrete can fly out. Daniel makes a note on his phone. Good advice. Thank you so much, Sarah. You have been really helpful. Sarah waves her hand. It was my pleasure. Come back if you have any problems. Daniel walks to the checkout. He pays for all his items and gets a receipt. He puts everything in a bag and walks back to his car feeling confident. That afternoon, Daniel starts work in his kitchen. He marks the wall with a pencil. He checks the line with his spirit level. Everything looks straight. He is ready to use the drill. He puts on his safety glasses. He holds the drill carefully. He presses the button slowly. The drill makes a clean hole in the concrete wall. Daniel smiles. "That was not so bad," he says. Step by step, Daniel follows Sarah's instructions. He puts in the wall plugs. He attaches the brackets with screws. And finally, he places the shelf on the brackets. It is level and strong. Daniel steps back and looks at the shelf. It is perfect. He did it himself. He feels very proud. He takes a photo and sends it to his friend. His friend writes back, "Nice work." The next day, Daniel goes back to the hardware store to buy a small gift for Sarah. He finds a nice card in the stationery section. He writes, "Thank you for your help and your great recommendation." Sarah is happy to see Daniel again. "How did the installation go?" she asks. "It went very well," Daniel says. "I followed all the steps. The shelf and the cabinet are both fixed now." "I am so glad," says Sarah. "Remember, if anything goes wrong with the drill, you still have your 2-year warranty. Just bring it back to the store." Daniel nods. "I will remember that." Now let us review the 6 key words from today's story. These are important words for everyday life in English. Listen carefully and try to remember them. Number 1, drill. A drill is a power tool that makes holes in walls or hard surfaces. Daniel bought a drill to fix his shelf. Number 2, installation. Installation is the process of putting something in place and making it ready to use. Daniel completed the installation of his shelf in one afternoon. Number 3, aisle. An aisle is a long passage between rows of shelves in a store. Sarah led Daniel to aisle 7 to find the drills. Number 4, recommendation. A recommendation is a suggestion from someone who knows more than you. Sarah gave Daniel a good recommendation for the right drill. Number 5, measurement. A measurement is the size or length of something, given in numbers. Daniel wrote down the measurements of his shelf before going to the store. Number 6, warranty. A warranty is a written promise from the maker of a product to repair or replace it if something goes wrong within a set time. Daniel's drill came with a 2-year warranty. You did a great job today. You heard all 6 words used naturally inside a real story. That is one of the best ways to learn and remember new vocabulary in English. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to Fluent Story English. We post new stories every week to help you improve your English in a calm and enjoyable way. See you in the next story.